Hello guys, I hope everybody is fine. today is today we are going to teach you how to make the menu section, the one we are having here, well designed. We are going to teach you how to make that menu section. Inside our menu section, we can see that we have the title, which we can click on it. We have this small arrow pointing to the down, is an icon. We get it from our icon, boss icon. There also are our two line at the both sides. So and in the last video I explained to you how to design those two line. Is actually is the button that you have designed into this way. We have designed this way. So what we are going to teach you today, guys, is how to make this menu, the title, and other stuff. So it's just it's very simple to do. And also we are going to teach you how, when we click on it, it will drop down, how to do it. So that basically that is it. In the last video, this is the section we have designed, so we are going to design our menu section now. So thank you guys, and let me arrange everything well. So let's start. So the first thing we are going to do before anything, we are going to design our title. Our title here, we are going to design it, and we are going to put it inside our slider section, because we are going to make our menu disappear. We are going to hide it. So to having a button, we are going to hide all the section, all the menu section. So to have a button that we can click on it so that the menu will appear, we are going to put that button inside our slider section at the top. So that is what I'm going to do right now. So let's do it. We just go to our top here. We just copy inside our food. We copy our title from our food today, and we come to down and we just paste it down like this. So you can see that our menu, our special dish has been double. We have one at the top and one down, because we have copied the food title from our food section, which we have put it down at the down. We have put it down. So now let's make the changes. What we are going to change first is the icon. We are going to change our icon to the arrow. So fast forward, we just remove. So we put our yes. I told you guys already where you can get the icon from and how to set it. So that is it. You can see now that we are having our arrow pointing to the down. So we put now our span will be menu title, and our icon inside the span tag. Copy, cut it. We are going to cut it and put it inside our span tag here. That is it. And from there now we are going to just type our text. And remove the today. Okay, the today 2 won't be here again. So now basically we are just putting our text inside, our text and our icon inside our span tag. So for that we just put click here for the so that is it, guys. So now we can see that now our text is there, and we are going to set our color for it. Is what you are going to do. We are going to set a color for it from our CSS file. But let's continue. Let's finish to design completely our menu section before to go there. So the next things we are going to do now, we are going to now set the section to the menu section basically. So let's go. The next thing we are going to do now is just we are going now to set a section with the ID of menu list. Sorry guys, it will be section hash menu list. I think that is it. Okay, so that is it. So the next thing we are going to do after setting our section, we are going now to set a div class with the display menu. So we are going to put a div dot display menu. Inside our section display menu, we having our not section. Inside our div class display menu, we're having another class which will be rice menu. So you put a div dot rice menu. So after just right after the div class rice menu, you'll be having now our title, the title of each section of the menu. I want to say each part of the menu. So what I'm just going to do, I'll just put a div class again dot rice title. I'll just use rice title like that. That is it, and we just put now our menu bar rice. That is it. That is the title of the part of one part of our menu. So what we are going to do now we are going to put the various elements of that section, that part of the menu. So as we are in the menu rice, we are going now to put the various dish we are having inside that menu. So we put our section ID B, we put rice menu, and let's copy. So let's go. I will just go and copy it and paste so that we can move forward very fast. So that is it, to avoid waste of time. So that is it. So I want to copy and paste it so that we can go forward. I already explained to you how to go about it. So that is it. So what are we going to do now? We are going to copy the same things from display menu, from the rice menu here. We are going to copy and paste it. Let me see. 1 2 3 4 5 6 times. We are going to paste it 6 times. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6. That is it. We are going to paste it 6 times. So is what we are going to do. So we just select, we copy, and we go down. We paste 3 4 5 6. So that is it. So let's see. Okay, so that is the way it look like. So we have it 1 2 3 4 5 6. So that is it. So what we do now, we just change the various titles. So we just change menu rice, now it will be menu macaroni menu macaroni. From menu macaroni we'll be having menu salad, menu salad. From the menu salad we'll be having menu banku, and we'll be having all of them supposed to be in capital letter. You have the rice, you have the macaroni, you have the salad, you have the fufu after the banku, and the last one will be the drinks section. So just drink, this is the drink part, cocktail. So that is it. So let's quickly move forward. So you have finished. So the next thing we are going to do now is we are going straightly going to our style, and from our style we are going to style everything. So let me see. So we are going to comment from here. Let's see. We put menu list. That is it. So that is it. Inside our menu list, what are we going to do? First thing we are going to do, we give a height to our menu section of 47 ph, and we are going to do display. We put the display first, but we won't put the none because we are going to. So that is it. So we put a color now to our title. We put a color to it of green, no, down here, so that all our menu element, our title element will be having that color. That is it. And we give a cursor pointer to notify to the user that it can be clicked. So that is it. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to put a hover on that title, which will be menu title dot hover, and we are going to put a font size to it of 26 ps. So I think right now you can see that is over very well and it's nicely done. So the next things we do is we now tackle our display menu. So for our display menu we use a grid, so we use display grid, and we apply to it a grade colon repeat. For our repeat, it will be autofit, will be an autofit, and a minimum maximum of 200 PS over 1 FL. So I think that is it. We can see effectively that now our menu is not anymore on column met, is now horizontally aligned over two lines. You have the first line and the second line. So that is it. So the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to give to the group a gap of 2 rem. Let me see, that's better now. So now from there we give a padding of 10 PS and we give a height of 100%. Let's see what is okay. You guys, don't worry, we can see that there is a big gap between the title and the menu themselves, the menu title and the menu element themselves. So when we are going to make it responsive, we are going to work on them. Let me see how they look. The same thing. So we are going to work on them and make them look nice. So the last thing we are going to do, we are going to put a background image, which will be image menu back. So that is it. And the next thing we are going to do, we give a margin of 10 PS over 6 1. Let's see. Okay. Now we will give to a background image, rather background repeat, not repeat. And we give a background size 5 cover. So that is it for the moment. Bring our menu section to the top. We are just going to remove. If you notice, inside today food, we are give a height of 100 VH because we wanted everybody to see what was going on when we were doing that section. So we are just going to remove our how we call it, the height from the today food. So when you have done that, you can see that now the menu element has been pushed to the top. So now let's go back to our code down and see how it looks. Now it looks better in full screen. And let's see, when we fold it, you can see that the pictures doesn't cover all the elements. So we are going to do that when in our media query, when we are making them responsive, you will see at that time that all the pictures will cover everywhere and the element will be better aligned. So what we are going to do now, we are going down, we'll be going down and we style our titles. Before to go to our media query, we style our titles. So the first titles we are having here is the menu rice. So we are going to style our menu rice. So first thing we are going to do then is to take our menu rise, which is dot rise menu dot rise title, sorry, and font, we give a font size to it of 25 ps. From the front side we give a color, so we give a color of, I said that is it, and after that color we give a font family of it, which will be Macondo, that is it. So right after the title you tackle our menu rise, which will be rise menu rather, that we apply a padding to it of 3 ps. Let's see, that is it, and you give a color to it, which will be red, and you will give a font family of Rubik, and the font size of 15 ps. So that is it. So basically I think that we have finished. Now we are going to set our media query to make it responsive. What is happening? Why is not? What is happening? Did I put it? Oh, sorry guys, I have put this thing inside the media query. Oh la 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 la. Sorry guys, I went to put the menu and the title inside our media query, which is not supposed to be there. So kindly cut it from there. We do mistake too, as I told you, we are human. So kindly cut it from there and put it back where they're supposed to be, which is under the display menu. So that is it. Okay, now it's affecting, is working. So you can see now it's affecting perfectly our menu. So that is it. So now we can see that in the responsive side is not responsive, so we are going to work on that one. You can see that in our iPad the menu elements are not on the image, but they are rather be pushed above the limit of the image. You can see them down there, so we are going to fix them well inside the image so that they will be nice looking. You can see the same problem with the iPhone 12. So that is what we are going to work on now. So we now go into our media query. We will go straight to our media query, and there you will just apply the necessary changes so that it will affect our HTML document and make it more nice to use. So now what are we doing? We are going now to our media query, and right after the display update, right after our display update, we are going to set our display menu. So I will just make a comment here. That comment we hold for menu list. So that is it. So the first thing we are going to do, we are just going to use our display menu, and we are going to give a height rather, a height of 50 VH, and we are going to give a margin of 10 PS and 0 PS, and we are going to give a grade. From there you reduce the grade to, you can see now that our menu elements are coming responsive. So the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to give an auto fit, like the same thing, and we just put mass. We reduce the sizes of each part of the section to 1.5 over 1 FL. So now you can see that. Let's see how it look like. So I think we have to still give a padding top of 10 PS. So that is going to work on our menu title, over font size. We give the font size to it of 13.4 PS, and the menu, the rise menu dot rise title, it will be given a font size of 13. Yes. And the menu rise now, the rise menu rather, each element will be given the menu of, give a padding of 1 PS, and we give a font size of 10 PS. So that is it. So that is it. You can see now that our menu now is looking like the same. Let me see. But there's still a little gap between each element that you are going to work on them, because you can see that our menu here, there's no space, so we have a gap here that we are going to check. So to do that, we are going to set another media query, which will be for the iPhone screen, and mini wide or 5 ps. So that is it. About this gap, we are going to reduce it because the original site, the website we have built already, we see that there's no gap. So now we are going to set a media query to reduce that gap. So what you are basically going to do now, simple, we are just going again to take our display. Let's comment here. Always comment your code. Menu list. So what you are going to do, fast forward, we are just going to take again our copy our menu, our display menu. We copy it, we put it here, and we paste it, and from here we make the necessary modification. First thing we modify the height, we put it to 40%. We just remove our margin, is not necessary, and inside our grid we just put 200. Yes, I think it will be no, there is a problem. What is happening? Okay, we haven't closed this, so that is it. So what again? Why is not working? Why is not working? Example as colon of it. Okay, I haven't put the dot here. Let's see now. Okay, I haven't put the dot at the top, is why it's not working. So now you can see now that the gap has been reduced, and it look like the same like the one we have used. So that is it, guys. So let's now try and see if it's responsive. So you can see that in full screen is very nice looking, and let's see if it's responsive. So we just press inspect. So you can see it's responsive in the iPad, and sorry, and in the iPhone 12 too is responsive. So you can see that it's completely responsive. That is what we want. So another thing we want now is when we click on the title, the menu will display. So basically, how are we going to do that? We are going to use a JavaScript to make it work. So for the moment, that is it. So we are going now to pass a JavaScript, 2 or 3 lines of JavaScript code to make it work. So let's go to our JavaScript file. From there, what are we going to do? We are going first of all to declare a variable. So we just put let menu title equal to document dot get element by id menu title. So that is it. So let menu list regular document dot get menu list. That is it. So the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to put an advanced listener. So we just take the menu list dot advanced listener, and what we'll be having is click. When you click on that event, so when we click on that event, what is the application of that click? So when you click on that event, what is going to happen? Our menu list we hide, we display, sorry. So when we click on the menu list, which is our title, our menu title, it will display. This is what you are going to do. So we just put display and it will be blocked. So that is it. So basically that is going to happen. So we won't see anything right now, because when we are starting in our CSS file, when we are starting our menu section, a display, I put the display menu list. Okay, I haven't put anything to the display, so the display now will be none. So as the display is none, you can see that it has disappeared. So let's see if it's working. Let's see if when we click on it, there's a well, let's see when we click on it, it's not working. So let's see where the problem is. Normally the console. Okay, it's not supposed to be menu list, it's menu title. It's menu title, and yes, it's menu title. So sorry guys, it's working perfectly. I will cut it. Now you can see that when you click on our menu, is appearing down. So that is it. So guys, we have finished for today. So when you is working perfectly now, so that we have just set our menu title, our menu element in the background, and you can see that it's perfectly responsive. And when you click on the menu, there's a drop down who come where you see all the menu elements. So that is it. Thank guys. And